I need you to change the title of Mom's house to my name. We actually get this question a lot over the phone, and it usually happens in the fall for some reason. I don't know if it's the kids going back to school, but people start calling and they want us to help them put the title of their parents' house into their name. And when we start talking to them, we realize that the parent has passed away. And as you've heard me talk about in other videos, anytime there's real estate involved, it almost always has to go through the probate process. Now there's exceptions to this, such as the person who died, your mother or your father, had a joint tenancy deed with you, named a living person who survived them. And then by operation of law, because they had a surviving joint tenant deed, the surviving person gets that house by operation of law. They could have also done what's called a transfer on death deed. And on a transfer on death deed, your parent retains ownership of that property, complete 100% ownership of that property until they pass away. And then by operation of law, it goes to whoever they have named in that transfer on death deed. But a lot of times, about 95% of the times, nobody has done that ahead of time. They don't have an estate plan, they don't have a will, they don't have a revocable trust. They haven't done one of those two types of deeds. And so what ends up happening is that property has to go through the probate process. And this upsets a lot of families because a lot of times what happens is mom or dad died in the early 2000s and somebody was living with mom or dad because they were taking care of them in their last few years of their life. And they just continue, for whatever reason, convenience, they can't afford a new place, they just continue to live in that house. And at some point, that house is going to need to be sold. And that is usually when we get the call because they want to sell the property, but they go to the title company and they say, hey, that house, it's still in your mom's name. We can't change the title on it. The argument that we get is that the person has paid the taxes all of these years. They may have even paid the mortgage off. They have been paying the insurance. They've been paying the upkeep on the house. They're mowing the lawn every Saturday or Sunday. And that is all good, but if you have brothers and sisters still have an equal interest in the property. And that's where the problem comes in, is because they think because they've been making all of the payments, taking care of it, that the house just automatically becomes theirs 100%, no questions asked. Unfortunately, that is not true. Usually what happens, again, we have to go through the probate process, but usually what happens is as part of the probate, that person who's been making all those payments for whatever it is, they will get an offset. And we usually sell the house during the probate and say it sells for $200,000 and there's no mortgage, but this one person has been making insurance payments, upkeep, etc. Then they could submit their expenses that they've paid over the years, and if the judge approves and nobody contested, then they should probably get that money back. But just because they've been doing that does not mean they automatically get the house. If you're a parent and you see that this could become a problem at some time in the future, then make sure you say exactly what you want to happen to that property. Maybe you don't want anybody living in your house after you've passed away. Maybe you want it to be sold as quickly as possible. And that doesn't mean that one of your sons or daughters can't still buy the house from the estate, but it doesn't mean that one person gets to live there for free for the rest of their life at the expense of the other brothers and sisters. If you're one of the other brothers and sisters, you probably want that property to be sold as quickly as possible so you can get your inheritance. But that's for another video. I know I've thrown a lot at you today, so that's why we've prepared our free guide on estate planning. I'll put a link to it in the description below and in the comment section below that so that you can download it and get started in the right direction. And to help you out even more, watch this video up here and this video up here. If you enjoyed this video, then guys, please smash that subscribe button and click on the like button. And also click on that little bell so you'll get notified every time we post a new video. Have a great day and an awesome week. And as always, thanks for watching.